Hi, my name's Mary. I'm a makeup artist at Follain, and I'm gonna show you guys how to color match. So when we're looking at foundations, there's a couple of things that we're gonna try to play with. And so generally speaking, when you're looking at a surface tone versus an undertone, your undertone is gonna be something that's cool, warm, or neutral. So if my skin tone is warm, something that has a little bit more yellow to it, your veins will actually appear a little green. But if you're cool, something that has a little more pink to it, your veins will turn a little purple. And so that can help guide you. So because we have a model in front of us, lovely Daisy, we're gonna actually just apply foundation directly to her face. And so I've picked 3, and we'll be working with a soft focus foundation from Vapor. And one of the reasons why I love this foundation is it literally is something that gives you that soft focus. It's like an Instagram filter for your face. So we've picked 3, one's gonna be neutral, one's cool, and one is warm. And so we're gonna swatch them and see how they work out. So this one is 117 from Vapor, and I would say that this one is warm. And so when you're swatching, you can use a brush, you can use your finger. You're gonna wanna have a little bit on your face, but you're also gonna wanna carry it down into your neck. And you could see this one, when it's applied onto her skin, you can see it kind of stands out a bit, right? And that's not gonna be the aim. You're gonna wanna have something that disappears once you apply it. And so even if you blend it a little bit on either end, it still sort of stands out and is just slightly yellow. All right, and so the next one we're gonna try is a cool shade. And so this is 110. And with a cool shade, we'll go ahead and do another swatch onto the face as well as onto the neck. And while this one sort of stood out and it looked a little yellow, this one is starting to stand out and look a little pink. So even when we blend it in, it still kind of stands out. And again, the aim isn't to have makeup that shows that you're wearing makeup. The aim is to have something that disappears into your skin. And so this final shade is 115, and I would say it's a neutral shade. So it's got a little bit of warm and a little bit of cool. And so when this one blends in, it does so perfectly. So now that we know what shade we're gonna be working with, now we're gonna go through and apply it everywhere. And when applying a foundation, you can do so with your fingers, you can do so with a brush. Really, it's up to you, however you find it to be the most intuitive. Generally speaking, when you apply with a brush, you can get a heavier application than when you do so with your fingers. When applying with your fingers, your natural warmth, like the warmth of your hands, are gonna help sort of heat and diffuse the product. Similarly, if you apply with like a beauty blender or any type of a sponge, if you do that dry, you'll get a heavier application. If you do so with your sponge wet, then you'll get a lighter application. And one of my favorite things is to actually blend excessively with this brush. It almost gives that airbrush type look. And when you're applying your foundation, just be sure that you're blending down into your neck. And now that foundation is everywhere, I just like to go back through and buff. All right, and then those are your steps to color matching. All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys shade matching on a darker skin tone with my lovely model, Sylvia. So the products I'm gonna use are the RMS Uncover-Ups. These are great because they've got that burriti, jojoba, coconut oil base. They're really, really natural. They're great in the winter when your skin's a little bit dry. It keeps everything hydrated. So the 3 colors that I'm gonna pick, I'm using 88, 99, and 111. So starting first with 88, I'm gonna actually take the shade and I'm gonna blend it from face to chin. And I'll show you 99, face to chin. And then 111, face all the way down, chin to neck. And so here, one of the things you wanna notice is that none of these colors are going ashy at all. They all stay quite warm, and that's one of the biggest problems when you're matching for dark skin, is that when you apply a color, there's just not enough warmth in it, and then all of a sudden your color disappears. What's great about the dark shades that we carry is that it maintains that warmth. And so as you blend it out, you can see that this one is just a little dark. This one's looking quite nice. And this one's just a little light. So I'm gonna say we're gonna go with that middle tone. So we've settled on shade 99 from RMS in their Uncover Up product. And so with this, you can go ahead and apply it with a brush, or you can use your fingers. Because this has coconut oil, it's both antibacterial and antimicrobial. So with the brush, you just kind of buff it in, and you can kind of get in seamlessly in those areas that, those flat foundation brushes or the puffy sort of blending brushes can't quite get that easily. One of the things that I've noticed is that when you know that you have the correct color, especially with darker skin tones, you see that it actually warms up any of the darker areas. It doesn't actually go on top and mask or turn light. It sort of adds warmth to the skin. And so on this side, I'll show you how to apply it with your fingers. And let's be real, this is how a lot of us apply our makeup when we're on the go. So really, you just sort of apply it and blend it through. It's already warming onto your skin, and you're just sort of pushing it into the places that you want it to be. One of the other great things about this product is that you actually don't need to use it as an all-over foundation. So if you're just someone that wants to have a couple of places evened out in your skin tone, you could just apply it on those few places, blend it in, and go. It doesn't need to be all over everywhere, it just needs to be wherever you want it. All right, and there is your foundation.